What's going on, YouTube? It's your man Marvelouz. We're here on another marvelous day, ready to do it the marvelous way. And yes, I want to do my own little studio tour, man. Because when I first moved down here from Mass down here to Florida, I had a lot of friends up north that they were producers and they were my engineers. I used to go to their studios. I didn't have to worry about studio time, beats, and people working on my vocals and stuff like that. But when I moved down here, man, I didn't have that. So I actually had to like really get down with the nitty gritty and start doing my homework on different types of gear that I needed for the studio and start to tinker. I over the years, man, one of the things that helped me out when I was building my studio was these studio tours. I used to sit there for hours, man, just watching, doing homework on interfaces and speakers and what type of mics I needed and all that kind of stuff. And man, I seen some studios out there that were dope, man, super dope, man. I see some of these people that are blessed with some of the nastiest studios, man, and God bless them. But yeah, man, I built my studio over the years. It wasn't always like this. Trust me, I've had some horrible. My first setup was horrible. Like I had no clue what I was doing. But we here now, 2025, man. You know what I mean? And I decided to do my own. So without further ado, man, come on, man, let's just get right into it. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is my baby right here. I mean, where to start at? First is my keyboard. This is not the keyboard I had. I had several keyboards. I actually had the MPC, the Key 61. I had it in another setup. It's actual real nice. I had turned the 10 by 12 shed, hardwood floors, the whole nine with the booth. But I'm redoing all of that, so I had to transfer my studio to this little apartment. But yeah, and I had a couple of Kai keyboards and stuff. But I'm a big Native Instruments guy. So I do have the MK3. I'm running on the S61. I don't play the keys too much. I mess around and try to find some sounds and put some sounds together. Hopefully, think we get better in time. This Logitech keyboard, or the Magic Mouse. I'm running on my Apollo Twin X. Love this thing. This is my favorite interface. I don't think I'd ever change it out. Only other interface that I think right now is probably just as good as that, as of now, is probably that new Personas, the Quantum HD. And this is I did use this a while ago. The studio channel, I actually had that way longer. This is probably the oldest piece of gear that I have is probably the studio channel, but it looks good right there. So eventually I really want to replace that with a X6 so I can get some more DSP power. Running on my KRKs, these are the 5s. And these Rocket 8s have been rocking with me since they were like one of the first pieces of gear when I bought my M box. It came in a bundle package. My first microphone was the AKG, the C214. Now, I'm running on a Neumann TLM 102. That's just my Samsung TV, smart TV that I use in case, I want to watch some TV or whatever when I change it up. We got Kratos in the building, you know what I mean? Because, we got to be the God of War up in here. And yes, of course, it's all about the gods right now. Super Saiyan God mode, which one you want? You want God or you want Ultra Instinct, Super Saiyan regular, whatever you want. But yeah, no, I am going to be upgrading this pile Furman conditioner eventually. I want to, that's the pile. I want to upgrade it to a Furman. Sorry about that. And I do run on Studio One. Shout outs to Don Verse, man, because I was a big Pro Tools head. My brother, man, he's been throwing Studio One at me for years, and I was just ignoring him. And I finally gave it a shot, man, and I ain't gonna lie, I love it. I don't think I'll ever go back to Pro Tools. So Studio One for me is where it's at. And as you can see, I'm a diehard Wu-Tang fan. So I mean, you got Wu-Tang all over the place. You're gonna be seeing those symbols all over my studio. And I got my man Melvin the Martian right here, aka Celestial. Died in 2000 in a car accident, but he always looks over me and makes sure that I'm doing my music right. Shout outs to the guard, shout outs to Canito, shout outs to his brother F52S. And yeah, man, that's what it is. Yeah, and I'm running on the Mac Studio as well too. This is the upgraded version. They had the M1 chip, and then they had the Max chip and the Ultra. I ended up going with the Max chip and upgrading the internal hard drive to a 2 terabyte. And I bought this when it first came out. You can probably find it for a lot cheaper now. But man, that thing, when I first bought it, I bought it for, you know, I think it was like, I want to say like 3,500. It was ridiculous. I was like, I couldn't believe I paid that much for it. But yeah, this is all pretty much everything digital over here. So this is pretty much what I'm doing here, like as far as Studio One and Native Instruments. I do get a lot of I got subscriptions with Lander. I love their mastering service. And they do offer a lot of samples and all that stuff. I do run on Arcade. Also TrackLib, man. We're gonna be getting all into all that stuff. So, you know, in the future videos and all that. And this over here is my little standalone section over here. This is my little MPC section where, like, if I just want to get away from the computer and I just want to be strictly on hardware, this is where it's at. This is, you know, it's a progress and it's growing. You know what I mean? I'm using a MPC 1 Plus with my Akai Mini Plus. I sample off of the PTO 1, and right now for my interface, I'm using the Scarlett 2i2. And that's actually the interface that I had first before. And I think that's a 3rd gen that I had when I was running on the Personas. So, yeah, and these are the Rockville 6s. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now, man. These Rockville 6s, man, I had these for quite some time. They weren't very expensive. So if you're on a budget and you need some speakers, man, these Rockville 6s, man, these things are dope. And I have moved quite a bit. They kind of took a little bit of a beating, a little bit over the time, because I've moved so many times. But other than that, man, you know, they sound good, man. It was one point in time I thought, I was like, man, these speakers suck because they were popping and shit. And I thought it was the speaker. I thought I had blew one of the speakers. I guess you get what you pay for. But really, it was just a wire. When I put brand new wires in the back, they were perfectly fine. It was the cheap-ass wires that I had. I was over here blaming Rockville. So, sorry, Rockville. Yeah, you know, speakers are still knocking, man. They're still good, man. They sound great. They actually knock harder than my KRKs. I mean, they are 6s, and these are 5s. But, I mean, man, I think these were like 300, and these were only 169. And these speakers are off the chain. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they got good bass. They sound good in my opinion. You know what I mean? We got Biggie and Tupac in the building. You know what I'm saying? There goes that Wu-Tang symbol again. We got another one up there. You know what I mean? And we have D-Generation X. Of course, I'm a big WWE guy. So if you don't like my studio, I got 2 words for you. You know what it is. But yeah, nah, check it out though, man. This is definitely, I plan on upgrading this section over here. Hopefully in the future, I would love to get that Tascam Model 12 to kind of expand the hands-on experience with the MPC 1 Plus, and maybe get some, what do they call those guitar pedals that they use for the sounds. Probably like that UAD reverberator and the Starlight for the echo. So I don't know, we might see those in the future. So, you know, I'm building it as it goes, but this little setup right here, as far as a standalone unit, this is dope, man. You know what I mean? And for people that any Native Instruments users that has never been into the MPC world, and you guys are looking for an MPC and you guys want to start off and not spend so much bread and all that stuff, this is probably going to be your best bang for your buck. Because I've actually had the Akai, the MPC, the Key 61, and it was a lot more powerful. That thing was off the chain. It really was. The software in it, you could do everything in this thing. This thing is amazing. However, you know, this one here is, I believe the gigs and the internal memory and all that stuff, which I don't, you know, the internal memory, it is what it is. As long as you can upload the main sounds, the sound expansions that come with Akai. My main thing is using the SD drive. So I'm not too worried about that. But man, you know, for something that only runs on 2 gigs, man, this thing gets the job done fine. You know, I don't have no complaints. This thing is amazing. I might be upgrading until the Key 37 because it's like a good size. And the reason why I ended up getting rid of my 61 because it took too much space in my studio and my space was limited. And I just really didn't have I didn't have a lot of space for it. So, but I didn't want to get rid of my MPC. I always wanted to have an MPC in my studio. But yeah, nah, this is definitely, you know, anybody who's looking to get into the MPC world and they don't want to spend a buttload of money. I believe I got this one brand new. I got it brand new. I want to say it was like a little over $600. And I bought it at Guitar Center. So, and this here, I think I got this off Zounds. This one I bought off Zounds with my daughter's keyboard. I bought her the FL37, the FL Key 37. Yeah, that's what it was. And yeah, man, that's this was actually I bought this for my daughter too, and I ended up getting that from her because I upgraded her to the Volt. She wanted the Volt, so and that's why that sticker is there. It's all her stuff, but that's my baby. Oh yeah, and we got Spawn 2 in the building. That's my dude right there. Todd McFarlane, you need to come up with another Spawn movie, man. Come on, man. We waiting on that. But yeah. Oh yeah, this was for a bundle kit that I had that I bought with the Scarlett headphones. Man, listen. These little headphones, these things knock. And they still knock. They not blown or nothing. And they came with the bundle kit with the Scarlett bundle kit that I bought. The microphone ended up getting rid of it a while ago. But these were the headphones that came with it. And man, these little headphones are super dope. And yeah, and I bypassed my headphones. I didn't even tell you guys what headphones I use over here. These are the ones I record with. These are the Sony. Yeah, these are the Sony let me zoom in on that. Jesus. What is it? MDR 7508. But yeah, now these are your standard studio Sony headphones. So, but these ones are super dope too when I'm recording with them. I should have probably got the Audio Technicas. Audio Technicas I heard are better. Not exactly sure. I never heard the Audio Technicas, but yeah, now this is my standalone section right over here. And over here is where we keep everything digital when I want to mess with Native Instruments, work with Studio One, and get into any you know, different sound expansions that I use as far as like, you know, getting stuff from Lander, Arcade, TrackLib. I don't have a Splice account. Eventually I would like to, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I just feel like I got enough with everything I got. And I also have the Complete Ultimate as well too. I got so much shit. It's ridiculous. So, but yeah, man, that's what it is. Well, thanks for taking the time to chill with me and check out my studio and stuff like that. I'll probably be doing another studio tour next year. Hopefully I'll be back in my spot at my house, in my shed with the booth and everything like that. That thing is dope. It's actually pretty dope. So, and I'll have a lot more new gear by then. You guys will see, because I'll be doing different gear reviews and stuff like that every time I buy something. And yeah, so appreciate you guys taking the time. Please subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you would like to see. And you know what I mean? Let's get into it, man. Let's keep this music flowing, man. Each one teach one. You already know the deal, man. Have a marvelous day. Peace.